back to another ukulele tutorial. Today we're looking at a beautiful chord melody arrangement for Love Me Tender. First I'll play the melody so you can hear how it sounds, and then I'll walk you through how to play it step by step. Stick around after the tutorial for a play along where I'll play through this melody one more time with the tabs on screen so you can play along with me. Moving into our tutorial, I want to point out that this arrangement is for low G tuning. You'll find the tabs on screen during the lesson, and you'll also find a PDF link to the tabs down in the description. We're starting off the first measure with 4 individual notes. First I'm playing the open 3rd string, then I'm going down to the 2nd string and playing the 1st fret. Then we have an open 2nd string, and then back to the 1st fret. Next we have an arpeggio on a partial G chord. I'm playing strings 4, 3, and 2 and stopping at the 2nd string. You can see the notation for this as a squiggly arrow next to the chord, and that tells us that this is played as an arpeggio or a broken chord, so that each string rings out. I have my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string and my middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Keeping my fingers in place, I'll play the 3rd string and then the 2nd string, and then I'm placing my index finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string and playing an arpeggio down through the 2nd string. Next I'm playing the open 2nd string, and then going to the 3rd string, placing my middle finger on the 2nd fret, and then back to the open 2nd string. Next I'm forming my F chord and playing an arpeggio down through the 2nd string, and then I'm picking the open 3rd string. Measures 5 through 8 are exactly the same as measures 1 through 4, so I'll play through these next 4 measures at a nice slow tempo to review what we've covered so far. Moving into measure 9, we have a series of arpeggios played through all 4 strings, followed by individual notes. The melody for the next few measures is carried by our open 1st string. So for measure 9, we're going to stay on our F chord and play an arpeggio through all 4 strings. The 1st string should be played the loudest because that's our melody note. Now we're going to pick the open 1st string, and then we're going to form our A7 chord. This is the 1st fret of the 3rd string. Now we'll pick the open 1st string again. Next we're forming our D minor chord. I have my index finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, my ring finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and my middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Then we're going to pick the open 1st string one more time. And then to form our F7 chord, we're going to slide our ring finger up 1 fret to the 3rd fret. Now we're going from F7 to a partial B flat chord. We can keep our index finger right where it is on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and now we'll place our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string and ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 4th string. Now I'm placing my pinky down on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string to pick only the 2nd string. I'm going to lift my pinky up and play the 2nd string one more time. And then place my pinky back down, and I'm picking the 2nd string one last time. Now I'm going to an F chord and playing through all 4 strings. Then I'm picking the 4th string, and then I'm picking strings 2 and 3 together. Now I'll play measures 9 through 12 at a nice slow tempo to review what we've just covered. Now we have just 4 measures to go. On measure 13, we're staying on our F chord and playing an arpeggio through all 4 strings. Then we're playing the open 1st string. And then to form a D7 chord, I'm keeping my middle finger right where it is and placing my ring finger down on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string. Now also to create the melody note, I'm placing my index finger down on the 1st fret of the 1st string and playing through all 4 strings. Now I'm lifting my index finger up to play the open 1st string. And then we're going back to our partial G chord, playing an arpeggio down through the 2nd string, and then picking the 3rd string, and then the 2nd string, and then back to our partial C7 variation. So 1st fret of the 2nd string played down through the 2nd string. I'm lifting my index finger up to play the open 2nd string, and then I'm placing it right back down again to play this chord through all 4 strings. Now I'm placing my ring finger down on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string to play only the 2nd string, and then finishing on an F chord down through the 2nd string. Now I'll play through these last 4 measures for you at a nice slow tempo. If you're enjoying this lesson, please give this video a thumbs up, and thank you so much for subscribing. Now we're moving into our play along section. So I'm going to play through the melody one more time, and the tabs will be on screen so you can play along with me. If a slower tempo would be helpful, then feel free to slow down the playback speed of the video down in the video settings. 5, 6, 7, 8. this beautiful chord melody for Love Me Tender. Have fun practicing, and thank you for watching.